one thing that is good is to be open to volunteering. So this role that I'm in is not paid. It's a volunteer role. But then you see that you do have access to UN Women UK and people UN Women UK. But for example, you do begin to build your own network even within the UN
That's
Women
important.
or within the
Hmm.
UN. So um yeah, so based on my experience, I was a delegate for CSW 67 last year. And one of the side events that I attended was MGCY, which is the United Nations Major Group for Children and Youth. And I signed up for their newsletter. And so I've been going for a lot of consultations that they've had, just providing my own insights into various documents that they're making for various UN programs or meetings and things like that. And because I have access to the newsletters and I'm able to see any programs that come up, I'm able to apply for those programs, able to register. And one of the things that I did apply for was the ECOSOC Youth Forum, which happened in April, and I was invited to go for that forum. So you see that it does eventually add up, right? So so being able to network is very important, but then also just allowing your passion to play through anything that you're doing. So as a young graduate who's coming into development, you need to know what your why is and kind of stick to that and let that be your driving force and your guiding light. So being able to network with people is so essential, especially when you're coming into international development, because the world is so large, but then you need to make it as accessible to you as possible. So networking is so important. And then also show that you're able to commit to whatever it is that you do. So, for example, when you sign up to all these volunteering roles, you need to show that you're committed. You're able to commit to that because, as we know, volunteering roles are not paid for. So, be able to commit to that as well. And even when you volunteer, do not be afraid to talk about your passion and your interest to actually work for these organizations because roles are always opening, like they're always vacant roles. So always express your interest that, what I would love to work for the UN, I would love to work for the World Bank, whatever it is, I would love to work for whatever organization it is that is your dream. Always talk about your interest in it because you never know who's listening. You never know. There was a story I read of a guy who wanted to work at the World Bank, and what he would do is, there is like a street where a lot of World Bank staff would go for lunch, and he would just go there and meet people and talk to them, and tell them I'm very interested in working at the World Bank, and have lunches with the most random people, and that was how he was able to get an interview. One day he had a lunch with the right person, and they're like, oh yeah, there's this role that's open, send your